Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team ban.
Juggernaut.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Anti-mage.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Admiral Concar.
Ten seconds. Radiant remaining. Team pick.
Tegna.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
Punch.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Magic thyself out of that. Magic is an abomination. Ha 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 ha!
Jared, are you there? X mark onto Ursa, drags him back to the tower. Let's follow up with some right clicks. Gets him down.
Missing top! Missing top!
Yeah, I can hear you. What was the problem? Yeah, I can hear you, Jared.
This will do just fine. Without end.
Bounty!
Mine!
Oh, bounty!
Are meant to be. Missing middle.
Hello? Perfect. So, yes, if you see, Juggernaut is playing well here, and I believe that this time Strikers is gonna do wonders, and a great ultimate here, calling back glimpses of the Juggernaut. Now Ogre with his Bloodlust, trying to hit him up with the Orb of Venom charges so that he is slow. Not much with mana, he couldn't go ahead and ignite him. Yes, Regen Rune at the bottom, Disruptor trying to kill and recover that farm. Now Ursa climbing on Magnus. Magnus does not have much to do here, but rather to juke him off. The skewer used, and Ursa is now gonna kill Magnus, and taking the tower hits. Ursa coming back and kills out the Magnus, gets 300 gold out of him. Kunkka also killing up Anti-Mage with his X-Mark and Torrent, and yes, Anti-Mage does fall down. So it's a 7-for-2 game. Team Pegasus.
As I was saying, it was a good combo by...
Great hook there by Pudge, and Pagna caught in the trees, no way to escape out, and he's gonna dead. Ogre did try and see in case if he can do something for his teammate, but unfortunately not. A blind Torrent there, but a hard luck, because I believe that the fog did not allow Ogre to get revealed for Kunkka. So yes, a great hook there by Pudge. If you happen to see Pudge in this game is doing a great wonders. So if you happen to see he is always roaming and is always present at the right place at the right time. This is what Dota is all about.
Unlike the last game, he last game something in this. This is what I was talking. If he makes doing this kind of play.
I believe you need to increase your threshold, bro, because your voice goes in and out. And coming back to the action at the top, Magnus with the Haste Rune, trying to chase out Disruptor. Of course, he will be able to do it. Will it be a Ravage? Will it be a RP that will be done? He was stopped. There goes the Reaper's Scythe and executes Disruptor, and he is down for 28 seconds. Anti-Mage all on his own in this lane till the time Disruptor doesn't come back, and there is the Ghost Shout popped up by Necrophos. Anti-Mage with 3 raid bans, and here we see there's a great hook there. Pudge killing out solo to Ursa, and yes, that's what a Pudge needs to do in this game. A 10-2 score at 10 minutes, 3k gold advantage, 55 last hits for AM and 52 last hits for Juggernaut. A quite decent matchup here. The denies is 77. Magnus also on 50 last hits at mid, and Ursa at 44. So yes, of course, right now Strikers are playing a different game altogether. This was something that we were not able to see that in the last game. Pudge trying to hook out Disruptor. He is just next to him. Just hook out, brother. Static Storm on the Pudge and Kunkka. Saved. And but
Join the wild spirits.
and yes, that's 1 for 1 in the lane, and yes, Ursa does fall down. So yes, you see there, it's a complete massacre going on. Kills on kills, deaths on deaths. There goes the ghost ship. And the shrine is gonna be popped up. No, he doesn't use that. Great torrent there. And they do kill the Ogre Magi. So, yes, it's a 13 for 6 here. AM does fall down. Pugna free farming in the bot lane with 2 Null Talisman and an Arcane Boot. So, he is gonna get this tower and make sure that he does something for the teammates in the game. Great fortification there, man. Magnus seems to going for an Echo Save, but is he going for a carry build?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And the bottom tower does fall down.
Dire's middle tower is under
Hello,
attack.
Sinbad, are you there? Alright, so we do see here right now at the top lane, it's a hard lane for anti-mage. 3 raid bans. Disruptor trying to zone out Necrophos, but unfortunately he's not able to do it. Glimpses back the Necrophos with the static storm and the follow-up ghost ship, and there goes 2-man ghost ship. Ogre stunning down, and Kunkka trying to X-mark him. AM back, and there goes the Reaper's side and executes anti-mage for 44 seconds. It's a great pick-off here from Strikers. Strikers showing back and answering back Team Pegasus that yes, we are also the players here. We are the team who's come back so up, and the Grimm's back again by Disruptor, kills out Kunkka and Pugna, rotating back, and Juggernaut going back and farming at the bottom lane. And yes, a great game here, and there goes a hook by Pudge. Pudge playing like a dandy mon here, and Pudge showing a great game. Magnus again getting jumped by Ursa, and Ravage RP was committed, and Ursa is now getting very angry and very lethal, and there is a miss X mark and torrent and the ship. The whole combo was missed by Kunkka by few fraction of seconds. So yes, now it's Necrophos trying to go and get the bounty rune, and Pudge does it for him. A great ward placement here so that they can see the movements here. You see that Strikers are actually rotating a lot here. They are all always trying to kill, and yes, the stack has been taken by Necrophos and Kunkka. So that was an AM stack that was there, and there goes a 3-man ultimate. Pudge tries to come out, and yes, they will be dying. Kunkka is dead for sure, and now trying to chase Necrophos. Now decryptifying him back. Pudge is gonna die, and now they're on the chase of Kunkka. Kunkka, I don't think he's gonna be saved, and there goes a 3-for-0. Great rotation by Pugna there. Disruptor playing a great game. Wonderful glimpses and wonderful ring and his ultimate placements. And AM now going at the bot lane. A quite rough lane for AM in this game. And now Disruptor getting the invisibility rune. They're gonna use up the shrine here so that they can heal up their HP and mana. And now Ursa going for the Aegis with his blink and his mask. This is gonna be the momentum for Ursa, and he can actually go ahead and kill a lot of take a lot of pickoffs here. The Ursa does go back from the Roshan because they know. And here you see it's AM getting killed by Kunkka, a support Kunkka, and he does go back, and there is a counter TP, 4-man TP here, and saving for AM. So yes, of course they are giving AM that space, and yes, Pugna sacrificing his life and draining his life into Anti-Mage. So Anti-Mage is just few goals away, like few 400 goals away from his Battle Fury. So he does not have a boot or a treads here, so it's gonna be a bit slow game for him, but yes, of course, Juggernaut is up with his Manta style, and a good item here. And there goes the ignite here, and now I believe that there's gonna be some action here. Great hook there by Purge. Pugna getting down there. A static storm on the Purge and Necroforce. And a great Omni Slash by Juggernaut. Juggernaut now destroying the Nether ward, and the torrent does connect X mark, and now they are killing back. Team Pegasus is 18 for 11, 18 minutes mark, around 4k advantage for strikers. And yes, the Roshan has been taken by the Ursa, the Aegis with Ursa Warrior, and yes, now he can find out some kills, what he needs right now, going for an Axe build. So yes, it's a great Aghanim's build here, because even if he is disabled by any heroes, yes, of course, he can go ahead and activate his Aghanim's his Enrage, which is gonna help him to give him status resistance. So right now it's again a great X mark torrent hook, and now and yes, Ursa does blink out after the Aegis. The X mark has been spotted, and he is gonna die. Ogre is gonna die here. Ursa coming back, a great static storm once again. This disruptor showing next level plays, and Magnus trying to kill or get someone back in the line, but a great glimpse by disruptor. My god, this disruptor is showing a great game here. Anti-mage, they're making space for the mage here, and mage is trying to get the towers, and he does manage to take the tier 1 tower at the bottom. Magnus does TP out. Great hook here by Pudge. Pudge trying to get him, but the counter spell used on time breaks the disremember, and the anti-mage does walk away.
Healing power.
So yes, a great glimpse dodge by Juggernaut, and he is saved, and now he will go in the jungle. A Manta style is already up. He's now going for a purge with a 2k stack. Anti-mage has his Battle Fury, and I believe he is not going for a treads right now.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Okay, so the anti-mage has his treads in his courier, and he's trying to blink out and get some farm. And once again a dodge by Juggernaut through his Blade Fury for glimpse. In case he would have glimpse back, it was a sure kill for them. Disruptor now going for a TP at mid, trying to get the rotation here. And yes, Do calls back Kunkka with a static storm. And yes, Pugna does suck out all the life from Kunkka, and the RP was committed and does not help Magnus much. And there was a TP out trying to be there, and yes, Yule's out by Pugna, glimpsing back him, and the first spell on the Magnus, and AM now trying to chase him, and there goes a Mana Void and kills Magnus for 48 seconds. Magnus now down, and AM does get a good amount of farm. He's almost up with his Yasha. More 200 goals and he'll be up with Yasha.
Choppers are faster than ever.
So yes, I believe that yes, strikers have a time, time right now to get back in the game, but in the end, Ursa and Anti-Mage is something which is gonna be a problem for them. So we do see that, ladies and gentlemen, that right now the game
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
is still not decided, and yes, Juggernaut does kill out Pugna here, and now Juggernaut all by his own three heroes jumping on him and targeting him, and he does die. And yes, Ursa has his point booster with him right now with a 1200 gold with him. He's gonna buy one item of his Aghanim Scepter, mostly an Ogre Club. So yes, now trying to go in the Ancients so that he can farm there and get some items so that he can be ready for the next fight with much more potential. So yes, Pudge is now trying to get some level up in the game. There goes the X mark and misses out the Static Storm. 4 TPs and a great hook there. Pudge hooking up Disruptor, a great target to kill first. And Pugna now sucking up the complete Necrophos. And here once again a hook and a torrent, and there goes the RP there, and Magnus trying to kill out both of them. Yes, he can, but a great heal there, saving up both the heroes there. Ogre Magi getting killed by Magnus, and now AM will kill him. Does not have enough mana, has bottle sips but cannot use them right now. And yes, Magnus is gonna die, and yes, Pugna gets the kill here, and I believe that Magnus is going for his Assault Cuirasses.
Double damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So yes, Anti-Mage, we do see he has a Yasha, and Kunkka is going for a Yule Scepter. Yes, which is a great item because of course Static Storm is gonna make him pain, and there's a blink committed. The X marks back and it connects. Oh, great counter spell used by Anti-Mage, and yes, the Reaper's side did got wasted. Another 110 seconds wherein there's no Reaper's Scythe. So great game here by Anti-Mage. Timings and a great synergy here. And yes, Team Pegasus seems to have a tough time against strikers here, and it's of course the MVP right now in Pudge and Kunkka, because they are trying to get kills for their team right now. Yes, now if you happen to see at 25-minute mark, there's almost like 1k gold advantage for Team Pegasus. And yes, the Scepter is back on Ursa, and he's gonna blink out and kill out Magnus. Magnus is surely gonna die and does hook Pudge. Pudge invites his own death by hooking Ursa, but then he does get saved. Great Static Storm here, catching out 3. There goes the Omnislash, and the Enrage does helping out Juggernaut, and there goes a 4-man ring here, and saving out Juggernaut. Does manage to escape from that kinetic field. The glimmer, the smoke popped up, but then Ogre Magi trying to fog out, but he couldn't. And yes, Windstrike is now gonna try and get the objectives as a tier 2 tower at mid. Anti-Mage farming and getting his Manta style, now trying to rat and get the top tier 2.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So now they are marching forward towards the tier 3 tower. Windstrike does not want to waste any time and does not want to give AM any time for him to recover. And yes, of course, they will be going for a tier 3 tower, and of course it's gonna fall. The racks exposed, AM TPing back. Great torrent here, and he is gonna die, and AM does die. And of course now it's a short shot mid racks for them, and they are trying to defend. The healing ward was deployed here, and Ursa Warrior does going around, and there goes the Static Storm. A Yule Scepter for Ursa and Juggernaut. Oh my god, it's a great RP, and they do kill back the Ursa warrior. Will he be killed? Yes, and it's a sure shot. Rax. Double buybacks coming out by Team Pegasus, and it seems to be a very tough game. Pudge playing an awesome and a magnificent game here. The Nether ward that fell was casted, and yes, ultra kill by Juggernaut, and the Rax is gone, and it's a mid Rax for them. They're trying to end this game. Oh no, they're retreating back. Respect given to Pegasus, and yes, TPing back into their respective lanes and getting the farm back. So yes, right now, see that okay, so there's some audio problem with Aster. I'll be here alone, guys. And so if you see, Juggernaut right now has a Purge, a Basher, and a Vanguard. Is going for an Abyssal Blade and a Manta, sure. Magnus going for an Assault. Kunkka has a use, he's going at the Soul Ring. And the great Roshan bait and a great hook by Pudge. He is gonna die for sure. Juggernaut killing him and claiming that 332 gold on Ursa, and now they will be going for the RS. And yes, Pudge and Magnus was a great pick here for strikers, and showing a different level of game than the previous one. I believe that they were just not ready for that tournament or for the game at that moment. So yes, of course, I do see Juggernaut is playing an awesome game here. I believe Juggernaut is a lucky charm for both the teams. Whichever team is picking Juggernaut, that team is winning the game one-sided. So yes, Magnus is almost up with his Assault. 1300 gold, and he already has his 800 gold, so 500, and he will be up with his Assault. An Echo Saber and a Blink. He already has the damage through his Empower, and yes, Juggernaut also buffs up very well with the Empower, and that's the reason I believe that he hasn't gone that Battle Fury build, and a quite wise item build by Juggernaut here, a Manta, an Abyssal Blade, and a Purge. So yes, he can actually jump out and kill someone, and you see the tower is melting down. Now they'll be going for the objectives at the tier 3, and I believe that it's a quite successful game for them. Around 12k gold advantage. AM with the highest last hits, that's 304, and Pugna trying to save his tower by decryptifying the siege, and the Empower buff on the Juggernaut, now cleaning out the crypt wave so that he can get the tower. And yes, of course, AM trying to push out mid, is trying to rat the game, made a Lincoln Spear.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And if you happen to see, now they are committing the tier 3 tower. Glyph, the structure is fortified, the healing ward has gone through. Trying to kill Kunkka, but does not able to catch him in the kinetic field. Great ravage there! A follow-up static storm. There goes the ship, and Ursa is getting executed by the Reaper's side. Down for 102 seconds. 3 dead on the side of Team Pegasus, and yes, they are gonna take the top racks here. 2 lanes of racks. AM not able to do much here in the game. And yes, of course, I believe that it's very hard for them to come back. And then Ursa getting skewered by Magnus. And Pugna was someone who came in the hook. And yes, Juggernaut wants to finish this game as soon as possible because he doesn't want any risks to be taken, paying them respect for that game and ending it very soon and not trolling in the game. Juggernaut playing a great game here. Pudge and Kunkka and Magnus. Pudge was the MVP of this game. He played an awesome game. His hooks at the middle lane, and yes, it's a GG called out by Team Pegasus. We will be now moving on to the game 3 here, and now both the teams have the equal chance to win this game. 1-all is the score. Both the teams need one game to win this. A quick game, 33 minutes game, and strikers show them that they can strike back with vengeance. And yes,